We were joined by Wartburg head coach Bob Amsberry and players Morgan Neuendorf and Kristie Sommer. Morgan had led all scorers with 19 points and Kristie had 15. Coach, we'll start with you. Just kind of your overall thoughts on the game and keys to your team's success tonight.
Well, first I want to give props to George Fox. I thought they were a really, really good team. Well coached, run some really good stuff. Their size and press and physicality really worried me coming in, but I got to give props to these guys too. This team just continues to impress me. I told them after the game, I think maybe they're better than I thought they were. We followed our game plan, and it was hard because George Fox runs some really good stuff and a lot of it, and so we had to really simplify kind of how we did it, and these guys responded and played that perfectly. I thought defensively we were unbelievable. Just really proud of this group.
Morgan, can you talk a little bit about that first quarter run your team went on? I know you made your first 6 shots. I obviously banked one in at the end, but it seemed like your team was just playing at another level there those final 4 minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, it really just helps. This time of the season, everyone's really good, and we knew that we had to come out and play our best, and I think that just makes us excited when you're not playing conference schools that you've played 2 or 3 times already. It's good to see new faces, and that really excited us going into this game. And coming off of yesterday's win, we had a little bit more of a break than I'd say most teams did in the first round, so it was nice to get just rested and ready to go for today, so we came out really ready to go.
Morgan, I know you had the experience of the Final Four run 2 years ago. Obviously, you haven't lost since that opening round loss in last year's tournament. Just your thoughts on some of those previous experiences you've had as you get ready for trying to make another run here now into the second week of this tournament.
I think that was just a really good learning experience, but we don't really focus on that. We're a new team this year, and we've done a lot of stuff that no other team at Wartburg's done before. So I think that we just take it one game at a time and keep preparing the way that we've prepared all season, and it's going to pay off if we do that.
Coach Amsberry, it seems like this team kind of thrives in that fast pace, that helter-skelter pace. You were able to handle their pressure as you only committed 9 turnovers in the ball game. You think that was the difference in the game?
That was huge. I especially after last night, I thought we were pretty sloppy against press. But this team I think is dangerous if you press us. We've got a really dynamic point guard with Katie that can break people down, and I thought Morgan was outstanding against their press, and to have 2 of them be able to not just bring it up and beat the press, but punish them for pressing us, because we have kids that can shoot the 3, and we like it. We want to shoot the 3 in transition when we have space, and then to have some post players that can catch and finish around the rim. We kind of like when people press us. It opens the floor for us.
How much a difference does it make, anybody can comment on this, playing at home, sleeping in your own bed at night and being in those comfortable surroundings, Kristie?
Yeah. I think playing at home is really beneficial to us. We have the best fan base, I think, in the country. So just to be able to share that experience with them, that's what means a lot to us. Just all the support that we have, like I said, is really fun to play in front of them.
Kristie, you and twin sister Katie became the career leaders in games played tonight. How have you progressed as a player, and what have you learned about yourself throughout the seasons?
Yeah, I think every year everyone comes in better than they were before, putting a lot of work in the off season. Just hats off to our teammates. We always push each other in the off season, like I said. We just come in better every year.
Kristie, just your thoughts on the chance that this was potentially your last home game and how you guys close things out, and what impressed you most about what your team was able to do out there tonight?
Yeah, so at this point nothing's guaranteed. So we're out there putting all of our efforts out there, playing our hearts out every game. We responded really well. We had a really good game plan coming in, and we executed it. And that's hats off to our coaching staff for scouting them and putting together a good game plan.
Speaking of that game plan, Coach, with such a short turnaround and different styles of play, how were you able to be successful to set your team up the best?
Well, we put a lot of work into it prior to last night, and then it's good to see them live. And so we took what we saw live, added that to the work we had done prior to, and then we spent a little bit of time last night after our game preparing and got back after it this morning. And I got to give a lot of props to Coach Jacobs. She's unbelievable. And I thought, well, I don't know if we can do this. And she said, just trust them. Just trust them. Just trust them. And we trusted them. And they trusted us. And I think that's what makes this team special. They responded. And I thought they played the game plan perfectly.
Any other questions? Thank you and good luck next week.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.